I'm using the Rivery Zero here to do the honors. Also will be linked down below. Milled aluminum, very fidgety utility blade, made in good old US of A. But all right, let's see. We're looking at the Batwing. Okay, that sounds like some Batman gear right there. Batwing, 14C, 28N steel on the blade, carbon fiber G10 handle. Okay, so it's probably one of those G10 / carbon fiber veneer sort of combinations we've been seeing recently. Here we go. Let's take a look. Very premium unboxing experience for a budget knife, if you ask me. We get a sticker with the Lasorda, which is an absolutely wild self-defense knife. A Tiwis design. Mean recurve blade here with the talon geometry. Hawksbill, if you would, with the flat grind. Check out the overview on this one if you haven't already. But yeah, that is absolutely a wild knife from Trivisa, to say the least. I think it goes without saying, this is a very, very dangerous blade. We got a wiping cloth, we got some paperwork, and here is the Batwing. Okay, if you guys are ready, I'm ready. We got a plastic little Ziploc bag here. Get the knife out, and man, first impressions. The one thing that definitely jumps out at me right away is how much the blade sticks from the handle. Definitely gets a little bit wider here on the pocket real estate space, if you would. It is going to be a crossbar lock. Right, we got recess liners on the G10 there. I see what they mean by carbon fiber looking G10, right? Kind of gives you like shredded carbon fiber sort of feel, but still being G10, it's got a nice micro mill. Hopefully very small. Hopefully the camera is picking up on that and doing it justice. We are going to have a deep carry wire clip that's reversible on the other side. So they got lefties in mind for an ambidextrous style lock. That's a check, check, and check. Opening hole here for deployment. Let's go ahead and send it. Bam, the Batwing for the win. I gotta tell you right off the bat, that is one nice looking geometry here. It's a little bit of a Nessmuck sort of going up, a little ramp right here, and then Wharncliffe going all the way down to the fine tip, a little bit lower than the pivot, which is nice. I'm gonna call it the Nessmuck Wharncliffe. All right, what are you guys' guesses in the comments? Let me know. I got a very nice flat grind. It's rocking this sort of rose gold bronze looking finish on the blade. It is 14C 28N steel, everyone's favorite budget steel these days, and it's absolutely looking nice. I like the little switch going on there towards the front. That's also looking good. A little bit of green there, a little accent pivot color going on with a nice embossed captive pivot. Checking out the action. Oh yeah, it's gonna be ball bearings all day. Nice little open and close using the crossbar lock. Thumb deployment, that's good. Spidey flick, that's where it's at. You know, when Batman needs his gear. I kind of overdid it that time. But yeah, when Batman needs his gear, he's going to reach for the Batwing. In a way, I mean, you can kind of cover it right here. Could look like maybe like the wingspan of a bat in a way. Very creative name, so I give him credit for that. Good plunge grind situation. That's looking nice. Very nice and toothy edge right there, to say the least. Great for utility cuts and draw cuts. As far as ergos, check it out. Full 4-finger grip. Definitely going to be able to get a full purchase, no doubt. And if you have bigger hands, you have this nice finger choke here, able to get a forward choke for better control of the cut. The jimping is nice. Kind of wish it kind of went up just a little bit more up the ramp there. That would have been ideal, if you ask me. Because naturally, my thumb is like halfway in the jimping, halfway not. But that would be, again, nitpicking, just a personal preference. But yeah, jimping is solid, nice and comfortable, functional. And needless to say, this thing is a guillotine on the way down. Just pull back on the lock bar, little flick of the wrist. And yeah, better move your fingers out the way. It is finger safe, obviously, in the open and close, using a axis lock or a crossbar lock system like this one. The recess liners are also nice and milled, and we do have an aluminum backspacer that's going to match the pivot color. So that's like a third little color sort of combination there to spice things off. No lanyard solution that I can see, no hole or anything like that. So tying a lanyard to the pocket clip will be your next best bet there if you're a lanyard person. But I gotta tell you, man, that is one sexy looking geometry, just my cup of tea. Overall length coming very close to 7.75 inches. We have close to, I want to say, just under 3.5, like 3.45 on the blade, 3 inches on the cutting path, and the handle is going to be a whopping just over 4.25, like 4.3, 4.35. Good reverse grip, that feels nice on hand. We got a little gas station fighting grip, that feels good too, and a little Pacol grip, probably not as much. It's the least comfortable of the four. But yeah, talk about a solid sort of Wharncliffe that kind of goes up, again, little Nessmuck style, turn into Wharncliffe sort of geometry. I'm digging it. What are you guys' thoughts on this one?